Hey guys, what's going on? So today we're just gonna hang out. Who knows what's on the agenda? I gotta do a Nax. Well, I have 2 bosses left in Nax to do later tonight, but I don't know if I'll still be on stream by then. Not sure yet. See. Hey Ethan, how's it going? SOD hype for sure. 10 days. Hey Felnock. I went over the guild applications with Lemmings and sent out Discord friend requests from users who applied. Basically, everyone is going to get a message from me, and at that point, we will discuss a few things in Discord, and then everything will be set in stone. There's still time to apply, guys, so if you want to apply for the guild, go ahead and head over to the Discord. And you can join us for Season of Discovery. Should be fun. I was looking into some BIS PvP sets today. Ellie Sham, Disc Priest, and FC Druid. Nice. For 25 or for 60? That's what I need to do. I need to get buffs for tonight still. I sent them? Well, I should. Think I already have you on my friends list, but yeah, I need to send out a message to everyone just stating that I need to take a second to just talk to you guys all in Disc, and then I'll send the invites out. Okay, we're waiting on Warsong to pop, but while we do that, we'll go sit in Booty Bay. Here, let me do this real fast. So again, guys, if you're watching this live or later, go ahead and go to the Discord. If you want to apply for the guild, you can go to the Discord, fill out the form. It's very, very easy. Simple application. You don't need to have some ridiculous achievements or be a gladiator in WoW or anything like that. We're just looking for people that kind of share the same goals with us. And yeah, we'll try and get you into the guild. Get all on the same server, come launch, and have some fun in World PvP and dungeons and all that kind of stuff. Great Wizard posted an insane World PvP fight versus a Druid a few days ago. Really? Seen that he's been streaming some Warsong lately. I've been watching a little bit of his streams here and there. You should watch them while waiting in queue, or send those 60 links or lists in Disc for fun. Yeah, we can do something like that here in a second. I just am trying to do a few things on the back end real fast that I needed to look at as well. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I need to mute my Disc for just a little. Probably driving you guys insane. Okay, guys. So yeah, like I said, we're going to ZG Island, or not Z. We're gonna actually just go to Booty Bay, and hopefully get heart buff while we're waiting for this Warsong queue. And yeah, do some PvP. Talk about Season of Discovery. I can answer any questions about guild stuff also if you guys have any questions. And if you haven't applied for the guild yet, that's fine. You still got, you got time to do it. We're not gonna have any kind of raid roster or anything for the lower level stuff, so that should be all fine. I wonder if I want to take this. What version of Classic should I play? I rated MC when Classic came out, but now it seems to be different from... Oh, there seems to be a ton of different Classic games. Yeah, there's Wrath of the Lich King, which is the expansion after TBC, so it's 3 expansions in. Well, I guess it's 2 expansions in, 3 total. That is level 80 content, and it's not really Classic. I guess it's Classic with increased level caps and some changes. There's Classic era servers, which is what I'm currently playing on, and then there is a new seasonal server coming out in 10 days time. It's called Season of Discovery. So yeah, hopefully that helps kind of answer some of your questions. Oh, yes, true. There's also hardcore, where if you make a character and you die on hardcore, you're dead forever. So comes with a little bit more risk involved, obviously. Also, guys, I set up memberships too if you want to. It's kind of like Twitch subs, but if you want to support the channel or the live stream, you can also do that. It's down in the corner, kind of by the subscribe button. It's just called join. 'Cause I'm gonna keep my streams ad free, so that it doesn't really interrupt the gameplay, especially with Season of Discovery. So it's just another option for you guys. Hey, Game Broker, how's it going? I have Tremor down. It should tick here. There we go. Okay, we didn't get the grenade off on him. It's hitting the kick. We have Zerker up, so we'll get a fast cast here in a second. Possibly. Turn our back for the gouge. First aid. We're gonna put a cleansing totem down to get some distance. He's running. Could kill him there. Nope. Don't see it on mobile. Yeah, it might not be. I just activated it too. It might not be there yet. Kind of like the idea of sticking with Classic, but Season of Discovery, what happens with character once it ends? Does it move to expansion? Yeah, we don't really know yet. They said they want to allow us to keep those characters in some capacity, but we're not quite sure what they're going to do with it. But, I mean, for a player coming back, the one thing I will say is if you create a character on, let's say, the Classic era realms that I'm on right now, there's a chance that come 10 days time from now that the servers are going to feel very, very empty for a while, just because people are they're trying out the new expansion. And that's not to say that those servers won't come back into relevance, or they might end up having a lot of players on them again, but I think for the time being there won't be as many people on those servers just because people are playing the new content. But especially if you're gonna start out fresh with a new character, in 10 days time everyone else will also be starting out fresh, so it's like a good time to be able to, you know, be in a fresh environment where there's tons of other people playing and easy access to find groups and everything. Fresh economy too. That's one of the problems with classic era, is that gold inflation is crazy, so makes things a little bit more spendy. But also you earn a lot more gold selling things on the auction house, so it's just kind of like a tit for tat, I guess. I just wanted to say thanks for reacting to my SOD PvP meta video a couple days ago. My buddy sent me the VOD and it was cool to hear your takes on it. Yeah, no problem, man. That video popped off. Congrats. I could tell you spent a lot of time on it. So, yeah, I liked it. Obviously, I had some critique of certain things, but a lot of it I agreed on, and that's the whole point of Season of Discovery, though, right? Is discovering things. So I could be wrong on some things, you could be wrong on some things. I guess only time will tell. But yeah, I liked all the work you put in, for sure. I even go, yeah. Get him. A lot of it came down to what we think casters will do. Yeah. Yeah, just historically, I've always felt like casters have been weak at lower levels, but we might see enough gear added to the raid that kind of makes up for it, I guess, but just have to see. I might as well just die. Any point. What's my main gonna be? My main is going to be a Druid, and then I'll have a Hunter and Shaman alt. Any updates on Fat Homies? Yeah. So we got all the applications so far, and I added everyone who had left their Discord, and I just need to reach out to you guys and chat briefly. Other than that, obviously, if you haven't applied yet, that's fine. There's still plenty of time to do so. That's just kind of, that's where that stands. Your opinion with all the twinking in 19 and 29 brackets, I think they'll be better. True, health pools are pretty crazy in those brackets, but also, you can also say that in those brackets, though, like, players are able to get, like, plus 30 spell power and chance and stuff, so I think it's kind of a wash. I don't know. We'll have to see. The mage is definitely one that I think will maybe overrated. Yeah, I just think they're lacking a lot of stuff for that, but who knows? Druid wasn't an option. What would I main? I don't know. I'm kind of torn between Hunter and Shaman right now. Those are going to be my alts, but out of those two, I'm not sure what I would main. Nice 2v1. Yeah, I got lucky right there at the end with the health, that's for sure. Close one. So pleased with the mage nerfs. Yeah, it was a little scary there for a while with their healing stuff, but I think the nerfs kind of make sense with the 50% reduction. Gosh, there's so many hunters in this game. Oh my gosh, dude. Super excited for SOD and can't wait for fresh servers either. I still haven't decided what to play. It's definitely going to be hard choice with all the new abilities. Yeah, I think so too. It's really rough. It's like I don't know, all the classes actually sound like a lot of fun, which I think is, I mean, nice job from Blizzard because they obviously did a good job enticing players with the different class choices and the changes to them, but it makes it hard for people to kind of decide. This is a very weird game, like no team's really doing anything. What do you think about Warlock? Will it be nice for PvP or no? Yeah, I think Warlock's going to be extremely strong in PvP. I think Warlock builds. It'll like build over time. Like I think Warlock is going to be good at 25, but I think it's going to get like better and better as the game goes on and they're able to access more and more gear. Rogue should be here right about now. Guess not. Getting healed from someone. Need to nerf warlocks now after mages? I don't know. I think they'll probably nerf things when it's necessary. I mean they've been testing things, so they probably have a better sense of, you know, abilities and everything at this level than we do. I love that Soulbound was beating Peo and Blues to the Warlock discussion. Yeah, I mean, Warlocks are definitely strong. I think that Shaman and Warlocks will probably be top choices, especially now that they both have tanking abilities. Yeah, I think Shaman will be pretty high. I don't know about Warlock. I was expecting more people playing Warlock, but in terms of representation on like some polls that have happened lately, they're not quite as high as I actually expected. Okay, wasted a sleep dust on me. Interesting choice. Don't really feel like it's worth it right now. Real men play druids, am I right? Yes, Jan. Dude, I loved your video the other day. It was so good. That duel with Peo too was really, really nice. If you guys haven't seen Jan's new video recently that he posted, He has some PvP clips. Yeah, I'll link it 1 second. Plus, if you haven't seen his other PvP videos from back in the day, you're missing out. Oh, it's yeah, PS Hero. Okay, yeah, it was. That's right. Okay. That's the video. But he has other videos on his channels that you guys should check out too, of like other PvP videos with Druid. Eon equals goated, yeah, for sure. Uh-oh, he's lining up a big shot. Got the grounding down, but I think he's gonna kill it first. Yeah, he did. He popped a resistance trinket. I think that's the AQ one. Well, the Druid got out at least. But yeah, speaking of good PvP videos, Soulbound, I've watched all yours too. So you have great videos as well. A bit hard to get into PvP videos without commentary, and that's the norm for classic videos. I mean, I disagree personally. Well, I think it kind of depends on who you are. Like, I have always watched PvP videos, even back in the day, like on like Warcraft videos and everything. I've always loved watching PvP videos, and that's kind of how my channel even started, was making some PvP videos. So I mean, I love PvP videos, but I get it that not everyone's really into the whole music over clips and everything, but used to watch videos a lot before Classic 2019 started. Nice. Yeah, I I kind of have a problem. I like literally watch every classic PvP video that I can get my hands on. I just love watching classic PvP videos. What spec am I going for, Druid? I think I'm gonna go Feral for 25, just because I think he'll probably be the strongest at that level bracket. I mean, obviously we'll have to wait and see, but I think balance is gonna be extremely fun at 40, and then once you start getting into the higher levels like 50 and 60, then you can kind of start going more hybrid specs. This guy's back again. I'll even listen to like Mad Season's class picking guide on my way to work still. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I think a lot of people think sometimes, well, at least I guess I do too sometimes. Like, I think like other other people in that like watch my content, they probably consume a ton of other YouTube content as well, obviously. But I'm the same way too. I'm like constantly just watching like any classic WoW video that comes across my feed. I pretty much consume, unless it's something like I specifically like. I mean, some of the stuff for certain classes I haven't watched just because I don't play them, but. Yeah, Mad Season's always made some really good stuff. I mean, I guess if these guys want to keep following me, that's okay. Get them away from our flag. I hate if like the groups change, oftentimes it like messes up my unit frames for the standard Blizzard stuff. It's annoying. I feel like I can't click on him now. Or him. It's super weird. Need to reload. I mean, I think I'm not gonna talk badly on any creator specifically, obviously, but I think people can kind of tell the people that are putting out genuine information versus just kind of like spewing, like spamming a bunch of videos out to try and just get tons of views and whatnot. I think there's a difference between quantity and quality. But I still tend to watch like most videos anyways. I don't have NS. He was that warrior was stunned yard from Bash, I think. We'll see what we can do, but I think they have a pretty good team supporting their FC too. Dang, this guy must be farming magic dust like crazy. He's already used 2 this game. Not even in like important situations. I think they'll fix the notorious specs with runes like Molten Blast costing 18% base mana and apparently little baseline changes. Your thoughts? I mean, I think it's risky when it comes to changing like how a class plays, because I don't know. They've already said that they know Classic is imbalanced, right? And I don't think anyone's like denying that. However, if you take a class like, say, an Ellie Shaman or a Balanced Druid or a Shadow Priest, and you get rid of their mana problems, then they become like 10 times stronger, right? Like a big portion of why those classes have the mana issues that they do, in my opinion, is because it allows for some balance in the game. If a class like that can just cast forever and not boom, then why, like, what's the point of playing a class that you know, say doesn't do quite as much damage, or it's like the mana thing alone just kind of helps balance classes. So, I mean, for PvE, obviously it's nice, but if you give hybrid classes just no mana issues or a lot less mana issues, then they're not really having to make the important choices of like, oh, do I use mana on healing myself or do I use mana on going offensive? And then you have classes that just, you know, have too much mana, and it's never a problem for them to just sit there and cast. Guess we'll go... He made it across, so we'll go... Try and push. Well, let's kill this guy first. And then we'll push. Keeping into my... Fine. Just like this damage, this class's damage is just so broken. Do what they've done for 10 years, ignore PvP. I mean, in Classic, I think they kind of have to ignore PvP to some extent. Because with in Arena coming in the game, in later iterations of the game, they started focusing more on kind of trying to make classes balanced a little bit more in PvP. And then in doing that, they kind of caused a lot of, I don't know, homogenization, and classes all kind of felt the same. And then as soon as you give one class like an escape, then you have to give the other class a way to connect, and then it just spirals into tons of, you know, gap closers or ways to run away. And, you know, oh, you need a silence, like, oh, this class needs a pummel, this class needs a kick, and it just becomes, I don't know, not kind of how, I guess Classic is unique in that way, right? Like, if you go up against certain classes and you're, let's say, a Druid, there's certain classes that you know it's just going to be extremely hard fight, and obviously it feels really good when you actually win those, but you're also not too surprised when you lose. So I don't know, I think that's just something you have to accept with Classic, and it's probably going to be the same way in Season of Discovery. How will War be in Season of Discovery? I think Warrior's going to still be really strong. I think a lot of people are looking at the changes and believes the class is going to be, you know, not that exciting. I get it that they might have the least amount of, like, really unique runes and whatnot, but they also have some runes that are still going to keep them real high up there on raw damage, and I don't know. I still think they're gonna pump. Yeah, exactly. Warbringer is extremely strong too. And this guy loves his traps. Okay, can I get a single cast off? Ugh. I wish I hadn't used EM. I would have killed him right here then. Okay, I guess we just reset. I don't have any water though. Problem. Of anything? No, not really. No. The old troll versus other races? Yeah, I mean, it's hard. I think Shaman's actually one of those... I'd say maybe you could argue Hunter as well for Horde side, but Shaman's one of the classes that you actually have can have decent arguments for any of the races for Shaman. I picked Orc. I mean, I picked Troll honestly just because of PvP videos. Funny enough, with Ulik. I think that's how you say his name. He's a Troll Shaman. There's some fun videos out there. But like I love Fails videos, and he played Orc, and then he was playing a Tauren later, and I asked him if he likes Tauren better, and he thinks that it's just overall better, just has more like sustain and everything. Or I mean, like you have a little bit more health, but then also like you have a better time when it comes to setting up kills, which is important. Guess we're gonna die. I just don't have I have no mana, so I have no way of drinking either. And I also, the other video I love is Devil's Shaman playlist video. That's a great video if you haven't seen that. But yeah, in terms of the races, like there's a good argument to be made for all of them, in my opinion. If Shaman has like the kind of burst potential that it does in Classic, which I would imagine it will, then I think the stun from Tauren is really, really nice. I think, like, on a whole, on a just overall gameplay, Orc is great for the stun resist. And then, obviously, if you're wanting to play Enhance, then Blood Fury is nice. But then Troll is the best for, you could say, is kind of the best for PvE, especially for Ellie and Resto. And then Enhance, it's like kind of a toss-up between Orc and Troll, because Troll you get the faster speed with berserking, but Orc you get Blood Fury. But Blood Fury nerfs your healing, so it just kind of depends. I don't really know what we're doing here. Waiting for everyone to get up here. Okay, I guess people are here. Okay. He was right here. Did he run all the way? There we go. Wasn't paying attention. Yeah, Devils also has some really good Druid PvP videos, that's true as well. Yeah, I mean, the rogue resist and grenade stuff is huge, obviously. I think the thing is with Ellie in particular, it's just so hard against good players to connect, like, set up all your burst, right? So the War Stomp kind of gives you a guaranteed, like, EM burst window. So that's kind of why I understand people's argument for it. But yeah, I guess on an overall, just like minute to minute playing a Shaman in PvP, yeah, Orc would be kind of nice. So I look at casting animations and decide race upon that. I mean, that's important too. That's why so many people, like, they'll play a certain race that's strong and then they'll use like a, you know, a morpher something, and so they look different. Yeah, I mean, Troll does, the berserking really does come in handy when you're at low health. You can just pump heals into yourself really quickly, and a lot of players don't notice that you have popped it, and so like it still shows your slower cast time. So oftentimes people will kick you after you've already casted. So like they're kicking towards the end of a cast, and yeah, so I mean that's kind of nice. Dang, this warlock's pumping too. Give him some heals. But I'm super excited to play Hunter in SOD, to be honest, just to see how it feels. Like, I just have no mana. But I think it's going to be really strong. Let's just EM this guy. Or not. Blizzard now has their own cast bars since last week, and those probably show the reduced cast time. Oh, interesting. Okay. It's good to know. Do you think downranked healing touch is going to be better than lesser healing wave because of overload? I haven't really looked at shamans in regard to the resto stuff, to be honest. So I can't really answer that. Okay, let's... You're asking for LA PvP? Do you think hunters will be top for 1v1? I'm not really sure, to be honest. Not really sure. We'll have to wait and see. I think they're going to be really strong, but who knows? Something else might surprise us. Oh, I see what you're saying. You only ever see them casting lesser heal. Yeah, I mean, I just don't think healing touch is really feasible in PvP normally. Like, just too long of a cast time. Easier chance for you to get interrupted. Plus, like, to make healing touch, obviously, or I mean healing wave better, you need to be spec'd into it, and most people just don't waste the talents on it because you give up other things. Okay, I need to go. I really need to go and run over I'll queue. Hopefully it doesn't pop before I can get over there, because I want to set my Hearthstone there. Minute, so I can get the buff. Get water? Yeah, I need to ask in next battleground. Or I'll ask on the Zeppelin if someone's sitting there as a mage. This is classic era. So it's the white main cluster on US. But in 10 days' time is when Season of Discovery comes out. Will there be enough time to gear up between phases? I think so. I think the phases are probably going to be, you know, like phase 1 sounds like it's probably going to be 1 to 2 months. And then, you know, obviously Blizzard's only going to, like, release content when it feels like the right time. So, if everyone's enjoying phase 1 and people continually log on and, you know, the player base is growing and there's a lot of activity, then they're probably less inclined to release the phase until, you know, stuff starts slowing down a little bit, or there seems to be kind of a lull in activity. That's when I would imagine. I heard 6 to 8 personally, but I don't know. I've heard, yeah, 1 to 2 months is what I've heard. I don't know. Six to eight, they said that in the dungeon run. Yeah, that's what I thought. But I mean, like, obviously it's like if their metrics, like, they're a company at the end of the day, right? So if their metrics, if every single day their metrics were, you know, uptrending and they're 3 months into Season of Discovery and the servers are like have more population than ever before, there's no reason for them to put the next phase out, right? So that's kind of how I see it. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. They could drag it out. It's Blizzard after all. Yeah, I think they'll just do it based on like what it's feeling like. If people are starting to slow down on logging in, like they're not playing as much each day, people on the forums have been like, hey, when's the next, you know, phase coming out? Then they'll probably do it then, obviously. I think that's probably why they didn't give themselves a specific time, like time frame and everything, just because it doesn't really make sense for them to give themselves a specific time frame. And I think it's kind of the same thing with the dual spec, right? People have asked, oh, are they going to add dual spec? Well, they said they reduced the cost of speccing, and so they're going to see how that works. And if it seems to combat the problem of people never wanting to change specs, then they'll probably just keep it at that. But if, you know, there's still calls for dual spec and people aren't happy with the respec changes, then they'll probably add dual spec. I think it seems to me that they're doing a decent job of like feeling things out. Just kind of what they should do. Looks like dual wield is base shaman thing, so at level So at 40, you can dual wield the daggers off of... Oh, the spell daggers? It's pretty strong. But you're also forgoing like some defense if you're obviously not using a shield. But if you're talking about it in a like a spell hands kind of way, that would be interesting too. They're still in a phase where we cannot judge and they can talk a lot, so I hold my breath until we actually see actions from them. Yeah. I mean, it's Blizzard after all. I feel like historically things have been less than stellar with them, but maybe they're turning a new chapter with Microsoft acquisition or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. Dual wield, I think, is a baseline thing. The rune actually isn't giving you dual wield. The rune is giving you like increased hit and everything. Okay. We're still waiting on a war song queue, guys, by the way, if you're wondering what I'm doing. Okay, let's get this link. Okay. Just stating again, guys, this is my Discord. You can join. A lot of people have been talking about SOD and all the changes and theory crafting stuff and just hanging out in there. Also, there is a application to join our guild. It's not my guild, okay? I'm just in it. It's going to be Lemmings is going to be running it. I played with him in the past. We're gonna have some people coming back from 2019 Classic to play with us. Zulace Tips is going to be in there. We're going to play on we're going to try and play on the most populated server just to avoid any possibilities of, being on a dead server later on. So if that's something that interests you, go ahead and fill out the form and we'll try and get you in there. We don't have like crazy requirements or anything. Is Savix gonna join? I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure who's all in. We know a lot of people are gonna be doing things with their own communities. And a lot of people just are kind of, I think, trying to see how the season goes without like committing too much into it yet. I don't know. It's Horde. Horde's the only right choice in this situation, guys. Any similar EU communities you can recommend? Yeah, not as sure on those, to be honest, but there's a few like Season of Discovery like subreddits that have been popping up, or not subreddits, Discord communities that have popping up, and like there's different guilds that advertise for recruitment you could always look at. But I think honestly, if you're going into a Season of Discovery not in a guild, that's completely fine. I would just pick a server that seems to be fairly populated, and I'm sure you'll be able to find a group of people to play with pretty quick. Let's see if we can get... I guess I'll set my Hearthstone here and then take this queue. What's my stance on raid size for SOD? Would you prefer keeping them to 25 man? I don't have like a huge opinion on it either way. I like the larger raids. I think it's kind of ends up being fun just because there's so many people. But I know it's kind of like logistically getting 40 people to show up often can be more challenging. So I wouldn't really be bothered either way with what they do. It makes sense that the lower raids, like I think they should definitely do the lower raids at like with less people. I think that just ends up making more sense. But with the higher level stuff, I mean I think like I wouldn't mind if they go 40 man. But also if they wanted to do 20 mans, 25 mans, then so be it. I wouldn't want anything lower than 20 though, I don't think. You're rolling Horde on a chill EU PvE realm. Hope population won't be insane, so it's playable but not dead. Yeah, I personally, I think like people should play on PvE if they want to, but I personally can't, like, it just, PvE seems weird for Season of Discovery because it's like so much of the focus is on like Ashenvale PvP and everything. It just seems strange to, like, I don't know how they're going to set that up. I guess it's going to be like if you choose to join the battle for Ashenvale or whatever, that you'll have to just flag, but... Yeah, that's true. The dungeons are a little bit smaller, so you can't really get away with having that many people in. I did not think about it like that, but that makes sense. I think Ashenvale will always be flagged for PvP. On a PvE server, I'm not sure. On PvP servers, like obviously it's a contested zone, so it always will be, but yeah, I'm not sure for the rest. I think he's small, but I think that was just... Oh no, it is bubble. Thought it was just You worry it will turn into Battle of Nazjatar, where people will spam for layer swap when your faction is winning. Oh, is that like a retail thing? Yeah, Warlock on Alliance, you always have to deal with that. Let's try and focus on the objectives in this game. They have quite a few decent players. Go for it. Is he coming? Can I get Skelly? Finally. Oh god. So is SOD only going to be a temporary thing? Yeah, I mean, it's a seasonal thing. Blizzard kind of hinted at it being, you know, seasonal, and then depending on how it goes or all that kind of stuff could change from there. Too slow, Joe. The reason I just shocked there was because I saw the mage was sheeping me, so I tried to get as much damage out as I could. Maybe I should have held it, I don't know. I think he'll probably go roof. At 1%. I think faction balance is going to be out of whack in SOD. I don't know. It's hard to say. I feel like it feels like it's going to be like 60-40 alliance, but I'm not really sure. Oh, he ran mid. Let's get Zerker and then go for the kill. Old and gold. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, like, I think it's always better to be on the... Well, if it's so bad that you're just, like, constantly ganked out in the world because your faction has no presence, then yeah, that sucks. But I think if it's, like, somewhat close, it's nice to be the underdog faction because there's more opportunities for PvP in the world when you're running around. Like, on this server, there's less Horde than Alliance, and it's kind of nice for PvP because I actually can find people out in the world pretty easily to attack. Okay, we're gonna have to try a different strategy here because they just have way too many people on defense. I can't even try to chase. Most Alliance will be rep pallies. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot, but there's going to be a lot of shamans too, so. I think more people are excited for shamans than they are for pallies. I think there's going to be a lot of pallies though, for sure. Like, pally changes might not sound like super exciting, but they're going to be strong. I think I get away, yeah. Let's see, where is he? He's roof right now. Thought I might hit him there. I kind of want them to push him off. We have plenty that he should drop. I don't even know if he sees me. He's dead regardless, whether it's me or not. There. Surely can see your nameplate? Yeah, probably. Build out a guild app, thanks. Yeah. Okay, now we gotta kill another flaker. I guess the guy was probably just trying to survive. Wasn't able to get the cap off in time. Mainly we just don't want... The problem is the switch. The handoff. You can't blink this. One's is on him. They got the switch anyways. What's up, Eb? Still can't decide on a main. Every class interests me. Yeah, that's the problem. I'm ranked 12. But I haven't ranked up in a long time. Okay, back to the Warsong flag running shenanigans. Magic dust. And these players are using magic dust like it's just like grows on trees. I think that's his CS. The problem is when there's other mages nearby, sometimes it's not actually their CS that shows up on my tracker, and then it's like, you gotta sit the lockout. Dropped. He's gonna probably go top of tunnel and then back, or top of, yeah, top tunnel and then come back in here, so I'll just wait a second. Assuming that's what he's gonna do. He vipered and broke his own trap, or his own scatter. I'll drink some of that water that mage gave me. Thank you for that, by the way. If it still exists. I thought I traded it. Where is... Okay, there it is. They're still chasing him because it says enemy FC, his health is low, so whatever they're doing, it's working. At 25%. I hate to see it. Okay, hopefully that rogue was able to catch him. Hey, the last shall be first. You're late? Well, you don't have to worry because you're first. A wizard arrives precisely when he means to. Exactly. No, the Ashenvale PvP stuff, I'm sure will be on PvE servers as well. However, how they're going to do it, I'm not sure. It kind of sounded like it was almost like Winter Grasp-esque, where it's like in a zone, but you queue up for it every so often, you know, like when it's available. Maybe it's like a 3-hour timer, or maybe it's on the top of the hour. Not really sure. Unsure of how they're gonna do that yet. He's just... No, that's whatever. Jeez, okay, it's not whatever. Has a flask on and everything, man. He's really taking this serious. I mean, I don't know what he's doing though. I'm just gonna. Okay, that's what he was doing. He's waiting to skull me or rocket helm me. You should probably run though, like. Where? Roof. Come. Okay. Did I swear some of these kids? Bye bye. I don't know though how they would make I guess they would just have to make all the caps give more honor or something, but the hard part about making Warsong a little bit closer to what you'd get from AV is like you have games that sometimes just take forever. But then when you're in like a ranking environment, then it's like people kind of know when to just let them cap. Or like, you know, first cap kind of thing. Nice, dude. I see him already. Hey Magic Tanks, what's going on? He popped a Sheen Zans on me, like hilarious. This guy, dude. I'm out of grenades, shoot. He's gonna hodge me. I mean, I personally, I don't even know what chair I have, but I got like a more specialty office one just because I've had back surgery, so I need to obviously take care of my back and everything. But if I were you, I don't know if you're just using that as like a general term, but I probably would stay away from actual like gaming chairs and get like something that's more of like an office chair, has good ergonomics and everything. Why not play Ellie and SOD? I don't know, I just prefer Druid over... Ellie's like fun in its own way, but... My Helm never switched over, I don't know why. Probably Feral and Resto, I would say. Unless they really give Balance a reason to be brought to Raid. Which hopefully they do, but we'll have to wait and see. You think you can fool me that easily? I don't think so. This guy just... Thank you. Yeah, I think rogues will be really strong still. Grounded Hodge. So predictable, these paladins. I hope all rogue specs are viable to level. I mean, viable versus optimal is just a different thing. I think you can level as a smite priest if you want, right? But it's just like, yeah. Viable versus optimal is a little different. But yeah, I mean, since we're also getting like the level brackets, you can essentially level just kind of casually and still be with the group of everyone, which is actually pretty nice. And I'm really looking forward to that too, because I feel like with fresh launches, like I want to get to 60 fast, but it also just kind of feels daunting, and I don't know. And I fat fingered that. I did not mean to tremor. Ugh, my god. Oh, that was a pretty boring game, to be honest, but hopefully we'll get a better one next time. The time to 60 plus BIS is enough to burn out plenty of people. Yeah, I agree. The phases that they're doing for this seem... I don't know. It sounds a lot better. I'm excited. But we shall see. I need to get a ZG buff too. I haven't seen it pop for a while now. Which of course is always the way it is when you actually want something. It seems to take forever for someone to drop it. You leveled 1 to 60 as Holy Priest in vanilla with a warrior friend. You didn't know what was good. That's okay though. I mean, hey, if you had fun, that's all that really matters. Problem is that you're in the EU and you don't have as many choices for like in the US. Oh, for chairs. Yeah, I personally think it's nice to be able to sit in your chair too before you buy it. So if you have like a office place or a furniture store near you or something, sometimes that's a good place to go check. Or even if you have like thrift stores or used goods stores or hand-me-down stores, or I don't know, whatever people call them these days. Sometimes it's nice to look there because a lot of times people get rid of things that are in perfectly good condition, but they just don't use them anymore, or they don't want them. And a lot of times you can find some good prices on stuff. Because I know office chairs can be pretty expensive. I do kind of think it's not, I mean, like, I think it's fun that Warsong is not really like the meta when games actually do pop, because I end up recognizing a lot of the names from previous Battlegrounds too. That's not how an opener is supposed to go, guys. It's the ideal group comp for Warsong. I mean, for like defense, you normally want like a priest, hunter, druid, mage kind of thing. Like any of those are really good for that, because you want to have, you know, CCs and stuff for your flag holder, and then like Ellie Shaman, rogue, fire mage, something like that for putting pressure on their flag carrier. Those are all good options. I don't really think there's a quote unquote like perfect comp, but there's certain classes that are really nice to have. Your bed and gaming chair are worth an investment. Yeah, I agree. But sometimes you can find some pretty juicy stuff that's like lightly used. I really gotta kill this guy first because he has crazy burst and he's gonna silence me, maybe? Maybe it's on CD, I don't know. Would be fun to get some guild groups for going for 25 for Warsong. Yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun. I'm gonna be doing a lot of PvP, a lot of Warsong when I 25. I love Curse of Tongues. Okay. This guy. Would be fun. Oh, Druid, Mage, Rogue, Shaman, Holy Priest. Warrior. Oh, is that your that's your comp? That's Druid, Mage, Rogue, Resto, Shaman. Oh, you think you take a Resto Shaman? I don't know if I'd take a Resto Shaman. I'd probably rather have 2 priests than a Resto Shaman. Too many warriors. Yeah, but I mean, like, I'd way rather have a Ellie Shaman and then just have them put down Wind Fury. Ellie Shaman burst for flag carrier is huge. Grounded Hodge. Man, paladins are so predictable, guys. I was talking to Jig from the Discord, and he made a really good point. He said Alliance healing priests struggle way more because of all the purges, and every rogue has Will of Forsaken. Yeah, that's a good point. You just have to, like, classes play different on Horde versus Alliance. Like, for example, on a Warlock, on Alliance side, you end up kind of relying on hold on one second. Sorry, what I was saying, like, you have to kind of take on different roles, depending on what faction you're playing on. Like, Alliance is a lot more, like, attrition based, and, like, they have Holy Pallies, which offer a lot of defensive stuff, and then Horde side, you end up playing a lot more offensively with purges and big burst. So... like, Alliance will almost always win a longer fight. They have, like, more sustain and stuff, so... Did he already drop? Yeah, okay. Dude. I don't have any grenades. Okay, whatever. Yeah, shamans are very hard to deal with as a healer. Just like I thought. Why? What is this paladin do? These rogues just, they get a sap off and we're basically have it. I'll just EM now so he doesn't see me pop it. Maybe he won't check my magic. Probably already running down. Luckily he laid down a consecrate, so I was able to get out of that. He already pieced out. There's no point in trying to kill the healer there. He's just gonna respawn. Yeah, this pally's making the rounds, man. I need skull. I can't skull the... I don't have skull on this character, so I can never skull the sheeps that are coming in. Okay, he's dead here. He's gotta be. There's no way. Drop combat? Guy could have sent his pet in on me. We have enough dots that he won't be able to sheep us. This is actually perfect. He might just be able to kill us instead. Good. Unbelievable. Damn, this guy has full world buffs. Grounded Hodge? This guy is very... He loves the Hodge. He's a Hodge pocket. Okay. Not what you want to see. I was hoping to get in the consecrate. No, this guy throws out consecrates all the time. Makes it kind of nice for me if I can get in on. Oh, double rogue. You love to see it. Okay, let's focus on the task at hand. Berserker. I'll be honest, guys, I think I got a little spoiled from having those flasks those 2 days. That was a lot of fun. No, I have good thing on. Didn't actually mean to drop down. Yeah, I did see the GCD stuff from Lifebloom, which it's gonna be interesting to play with. I always have the problem I have with those kind of things is I get used to a certain play style, and then it's gonna, like, once it's gone, you know, like you're using a different rune, it's gonna be hard to kind of like remember what you're using. Did he drop? Did I take the bait? I think he's still up there. I literally think... Oh no, he's right here. Okay, good, good, good. He's dead. He's dead, he's dead, he's dead. He's still dead. He's so dead. Yeah, I think Resto Druid's gonna be a lot of fun. Honestly, I will probably play Feral anytime there's like people around and it matches up with like the group and stuff, but I probably will play Resto just as much. I think it's kind of fun, like running around and pocketing people, you know? Or running flags in Warsong, all that stuff will be fun. Wanna see what it's like for a druid to get destroyed? That guy has Atiash too. Okay, let's focus on this guy first, actually. I guess they killed all... yeah, I guess they killed everyone right before they dropped. I thought I'd have more people, like, show up, but... Yeah, I mean, like, all the traditional druid talents that we've seen in the past might not really... I wouldn't say might not work, but they might not be as relevant. Or you might find other builds work better just with, you know, because we're going to get more runes as the game progresses, so we don't know what kind of utility things we'll get as runes later. You might not need some of the, like, you might not worry as much about Nature's Grasp, might not worry as much about NS, so it might add some flexibility to different specs. Did he... Let's see. I think the Druid has it right now. Okay, no one over here right now. I don't think he has it. Someone else. He's in mid right now. Uh-huh. I think that druid was just sitting there in bear farm waiting to charge me. He's like, yes, please cast. Okay. Waiting, waiting. Guys, I've been enjoying these war songs, but man, I just want to be level 25 and do war song on a level 25. Okay? That's what I'm looking forward to. One healer for pocket heal? Priest. Priest, probably. For me, like as a druid. If I was a warrior, I'd pick Shaman. If I was a warlock, I'd pick a druid. If I was... I don't know. I think different healers have different, like, strengths for, you know. I have no grenades. I, like, have the worst... I have nothing to deal with rogues right now, really. Yeah, I have nothing for you. You'd rather have someone that can heal and do damage? Yeah, but I mean, that's kind of all the healer classes can basically operate that way, depending on how you play them. What are they doing? Like... What is this game turning into? Like, I'm pretty sure they're just like turtling. And we kind of are too. I don't know. Optimal damage? Well, I mean, then if you're talking optimal damage, then I just wouldn't even play with a healer. I just play with like a... Like, as a feral druid, I just play with like a frost mage or something. Because I have enough heals. I'd play with a frost mage or a rogue. If you're talking just like full on DPS. Juke CS finally, for once, with these stupid mages. He sheen too, that's funny. He's dead. Nope. I thought I grabbed the flag in time. Got the slow off. I have no grenades. This really is horrible. This guy loves to try and get the charge off. shoot. We just respawned. I don't know what my team is doing. Like, literally, they had like they had like so many people on defense, and we still dropped the flag. I guess I'll just like play mid and have fun. I don't know. This guy lost all his world buffs that he was running with. I don't know what they're doing. Okay, let's get I don't realize how often I use grenades until I don't have them, and then I realize it's like so important. Bye. This guy did. So long. Used to play 7-13-31 in Druid PvP, and man, it was so good because I still had damage, but a lesser NS on second cooldown. This guy thought he had the flag, I think. Oh, he's looking for the charge. He always is. Oh, there's the charge. I think a lot of these alliance players like queue up together or something, because I always see the same ones die over there. Actually, I would hope not with this many people over there. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna play defense for a while. I'm tired of going over there and just getting destroyed. I don't really think this team is pushing at all. I don't know if anyone was even going to be able to push all the way up. Whoever gave me that water, thank you. It's been a big help. Go offense, please. No, no one else is doing anything over there. My lightning shield killed him. I had to leave combat, finally. It's actually... It's not even 10 days now, it's 9 days, right? It's 9 days until SOD launches. Alright, I guess we go... Damn, he was like 2 health away. The yard is ready and prepared for SOD. Nice. Yeah. Okay, I guess we push. Curious how long the tank runes will last in PvP before getting some sort of PvP mod. Lock and Shaman runes for tanking just seems so busted. Yeah, I agree, but I think I don't know. Players might feel like forced to take the PvP runes just for survival, and then if like a lot of people are running PvP runes, or I mean not PvP but tanking runes, then it kind of just brings everyone up to kind of the same point, I guess, if that makes sense. I don't know. I guess it just depends. Like, there's like pros and cons to both. I don't know exactly what this guy's doing. Only reason I'm pre-popping EM is they don't have a priest to dispel me, and then the mage doesn't see me actively use it, so he's not as scared. And he hasn't been detect magicking me, so he shouldn't see it. My only reason for doing that. I'm not exactly sure where he is though. There he is. Okay, he's definitely gonna stay there for a second at least. Oh, I think he's clueless right now. No, he's not clueless, guys. He definitely is clued in. He is clued in. Okay. Dude, let me play the game. Yeah, and that's why I was sitting on defense. Yeah, I know. I probably should get some invis pots, or at least have my cloaking device. I'm getting a little burnt out on these Warsong games, to be honest, because like the alliance each time has like they've been having a really I don't know, it's like a group of like it's just always a partial pre-made of people that are like going specifically for flag caps and everything, which can be fun if you have the opposite, but the Horde really haven't had any kind of coordinated group to push with, and so I just feel like I'm going in and just bashing my head against the wall. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna call it there. The games have been kind of subpar today. Yeah, so I will be on tomorrow. I've enabled. Also, oh, by the way, I need to get to a bunch of the guild applicants. I need to chat with you guys on Discord, so be looking out for that. Also, you guys can still apply, so go ahead and apply. And other than that, I think we're basically done. Yeah, that's it, guys. I will be back on tomorrow. Thanks for watching.